Hello, I'm Tom Rayk with AVI, and hey, we've got something exciting today. If you notice behind me, you can kind of see the side view of it and such, and you can see the open frunk. We have a beautiful F-150 Lightning here, and we're going to talk about some of the basics of the F-1 Lightning. As you know, we do have a one-day hands-on Lightning class, and that's one you don't want to miss. That class is awesome because you get to work on this thing, which is really cool. But let's get through some of the basics on it and kind of roll it from there. And let's go ahead and start off, and we're going to start off with a PowerPoint just to show you a couple things up front, and then we'll go ahead and work on into some parts and such on the truck in just a minute. If we take a look at it, we want to keep in mind on the basic truck, as you can see from the picture in the PowerPoint here, we have actually two motors in here. There's a rear drive motor and of course a front drive motor. So this is a four-wheel drive arrangement. The motors are different of course because the rear motor also has a locker in it to lock the rear differential. In case we go off-roading and such, Ford's thought about pretty much everything here. So we've got a bigger drive motor in the rear, smaller drive motor up front. You can see where they're positioned. They're positioned basically right over where the normal, good old axles would be on a regular F-150. If we go ahead and kind of follow through, you want to keep in mind that we have two different designs here pretty much, and only two. I mean, obviously there's different option packages and such, but we've got a situation where we have pretty much two batteries. The two battery designs, of course, make the truck a totally different truck pretty much. If you look at the PowerPoint over here, we've got a picture of the VIN on here, and if you notice the 8-digit on the VIN actually is going to simplify if it's a standard range vehicle or basically the extended range vehicle. Now, a lot of people think that the only difference between these two is the battery size. That's totally not the case. There can be a lot of other variables too. For instance, we can go ahead and purchase this vehicle with an extended load package. So in other words, the vehicle can be purchased to handle more weight in the rear. Because hey, it's a truck, right? We might want to use that thing as a truck. So the bottom line very simply here is when you do purchase the extended load package, you'll notice that there's two air conditioning systems and such. Because if we have a heavier load, we're going to make more heat in the electric drivetrain, and we're going to use that other air conditioning system to help cool off that particular battery and such. So think of it as two air conditioning systems. One cools you in the cab, and the other one cools you in the truck, so that truck can do more work. Pretty simple. So it's very critical to know if it's a regular standard range battery or if it's the extended range battery in this particular application. And that's obtained very simply from the VIN. So the VIN works very well. Now, as you can see here, in the bed on this particular Lightning from the PowerPoint picture, you have a lot of outlet plugs. You've got two 110 plugs basically, which have two outlets basically on them each. And then we have the 220 plug. They all have circuit breakers and such. Now, we'll go to the back of the truck here and we'll go ahead and get a look at this and show you how to reset those circuit breakers and such. Now, want to make sure everybody's very aware of the fact that, hey, you can power up your house from this truck for about 3 days. You have the truck fully charged, you got a power outage, you got about 3 days of electricity from your F-150 to power up your house. And that includes things like the refrigerator, heating, AC, you name it.